Ooh, I got that.
Start the clock! Final warning! Hi! Yeah! Yeah! Kapow! Hi! Yeah! Headbutt! Start! Ad Astra. Thank you for completing today. Ad Astra.
Ah, dude. Ah.
the sun! Light of the blazing sun! Incinerate! Out of my way! Get with me! Teamwork is dreamwork! Light it up!
Silence!
Let the mountain flames boil! Let the world collide!
Wind strike. Fallen leaves adorn my.
Be sanctified.
Let my name echo in song! Shower me with...
Bow your head.
Hear the echoes of the valley!
Clouds high. The birds.
Time to shine!
The tides beckon. Silence!
Strike a pose!
Wind strike.
Let my name echo in song!
Bow your head.
Bring it! Time to shine!
One with wind and cloud.
Silence! Let the mighty be humbled. Settle down.
Someone help me! Press forward. Weakling.
What?
Let my song move everyone. No time to lose. Scout! Press forward. It's over.
It's caffeine on a lazy afternoon. Want some? Whenever you feel lost, you can always come back here for a cup of coffee.
Unstoppable. It's over. No time to lose. Crimson Blossom! Let's have fun! Let's have fun! Sprout! Grafting Suffer! Growth Fruit of Evolution. Let's have fun. The lovely vitality sower. Don't run. Keep the dance going. It's getting fun. Reborn from ancient roots. Let's have fun! Huh?
Oop.
Grafting Suffer! The lovely Calyx! It's getting fun. Let's have fun. Struggle harder. Entertain me. Crimson Blossom!
Alright. Aduh, aduh. Oh, it's so pink now. So pink now. Ah, okay. Oh. Whoa.
Afraid? Or do you not even have the courage to be afraid?
Hear the echoes of the valley!
Is it my turn now? With these rising flames!
Be sanctified.
With the fall of darkness, destruction shall rise! My blade is all that remains!
Letting grave names echo!
Settle down.
Sundown is only the beginning.
Wow! It's so good way, and it's so pink. What the way? It's so pink. Ah, thank you. Thank you. Lean nữa. Không xong. Để anh ép đồ lít hơn. Does that mean? Ah. Okay, hit the block.
This realm is truly beginning to thrive. I cannot help but be stirred.
Hey. Good enough. It's me.
If you ever have...
That after just a few months of solid training, everyone would be telling me that I was a prodigy and I should go enter the pilgrimage. Thing is,
Yeah, baby. Weird, bro. 200. Huh? It's going. Well, the lab sauce. What? Baru na TV. Okay.
light is coming in. Look, light is coming in. All things cycle through life and death. The end is also the beginning.
Ay, madre. Wow, siêu tiếng Anh.
The traces we leave in this world will last much longer than death. The traces we leave in this world will last much longer than death. The traces we leave in this world will last much longer than death. Lady Treeby, please stay close.
Step up, let's see ya!
Like the West Wind, away we go!
Torment and doubt, farewell!
Routier,
No bullying will let you snooze!
Nice second, my friends! Indulge yourselves! I'll overcome the serenity is before me!
as you wish.
How's this taste? I can't think of enough. Second, my friends. Indulge yourselves!
It's coming! Like the West Wind, away we go!
In the mood for another beating? It ain't over. Torment and doubt, farewell.
Life is Routier. Embrace a new life.
This will watch over you and guide you on your path. Time to mix things up.
May death protect us!
Serenity is before me.
As you wish.
It's coming! Like the West Wind, away we go!
Nice second, my friends. Indulge yourselves! How's this taste? Torment and doubt, farewell.
Routier.
Like the West Wind, away we go!
Watch over you and guide you on your path. Time to mix things up. Serenity is before me.
As you wish.
To comfort my friends. Indulge yourselves!
Like the West Wind, away we go!
It ain't over.
Embrace a new life.
How's this taste?
May death protect us!
Time to mix things up. Torment and doubt, farewell.
Routier.
Delivering warmth!
My friends. Indulge yourselves!
Like the West Wind, away we go!
Serenity is before me. Watch over you and guide you on your path.
As you wish.
How's this taste?
Routier. Embrace a new life.
Time to mix things up.
Like the West Wind, away we go!
My friends. Indulge yourselves! Torment and doubt, farewell.
As you wish. Embrace a new life.
How's this taste?
May death protect us!
Time to mix things up.
Routier.
Like the West Wind, away we go!
My friends. Indulge yourselves! serenity is before me. I will watch over you and guide you on your path.
How's this taste?
Torment and doubt, farewell.
As you wish. Embrace a new life. May death protect us!
Time to mix things up.
As you wish.
My friends? Indulge yourselves! How's this taste?
Embrace a new life. May death protect us!
It ain't over.
Wilt here.
Lighting the west wind. Away we go! Delivering warmth.
Time to mix things up. How's this taste?
As you wish.
My friends? Indulge yourselves!
Lighting the west wind. Away we go!
Wilt here.
Time to mix things up.
Lighting the west wind. Away we go!
My friends? Indulge yourselves!
Embrace a new life.
How's this taste?
Aduh, kita dulu pertama ini kok.
May death protect us! As you wish.
Lighting the west wind. Away we go!
Wow. Wow, burgers, man. Itu aja.
My friends? Indulge yourselves!
Embrace a new life.
Lighting the west wind. Away we go!
May death protect us!
Time to mix things up!
Root here.
Delivering warmth.
How's this taste?
Lighting the west wind. Away we go!
Time to mix things up!
As you wish.
My friends? Indulge yourselves!
Embrace a new life.
เอพอร์เตอร์ถึงปูนอะ what the fuck
How's this taste?
Root here.
Lighting the west wind. Away we go!
As you wish.
My friends? Indulge yourselves!
Embrace a new life.
Time to mix things up.
May death protect us! Lighting the west wind, away we go!
How's this taste?
Root here.
Time to mix things up.
Wow, AFK. Wow, cookie clicker for real. Topic event Topic bản. Wow. Yeah. Wow, Santa này. What the fuck? Topic. Wow, Topic though. Rồi cái peak vẽ lên cái dấu không peak. Rồi cái này hay. Đó. Đó. Game mode Topic đâu đó, game mode Topic. Có như một người ấy. Dạ rồi, bạn game mode biết vãi lì nữa, không biết đâu, bạn game mình biết vãi lì. Không biết. Árabe. Wow. Đầu tiên là bù lon Hanabe rồi. Okay. hay vô quá. Mười. Victoire ra. ให้วัดวางแล้วดีอ่ะเดี๋ยวกันเลย หมุนฮิววัดอาปะ Go gold man Go gold Linh rat water
This place is rich with the sweet scent of flowers. Can we stay here for a while longer?
It's you, Cass. I finished the anthology of poems you lent me. Here it is.
I thought you'd be too
Precisely because...
Wouldn't all these
On the contrary.
I understand.
Precisely. As I remember, you and Finon were both disciples of the new Sporists. I assume that Anaxa's exams were as unreasonable as the man himself. Correct?
The courses Professor Anaxa taught were Introduction to Alchemy and History of Mythology. And to be perfectly honest,
the history of mythology taught by the blasphemous great performer himself. I can imagine their fear.
Now that I think about it, students would often rush to the podium during class to challenge him on those blasphemous ideas. May I ask, Lady Aglaya, has your relationship with Professor Anaxa always been like this?
He openly dismisses people's faith.
A Dromus draped in finery?
As I see it, this nickname is more of an insult to the Dromas. Despite his insufferable arrogance, I do hold a certain respect for his nature as a scholar. To remain true to his principle, Anaxagoras is...
The gods have chosen him.
He was indeed chosen by Circes. Is something weighing on you, Cass? The golden thread is quivering. I sense there's more to this exchange than idle chatter.
With all due respect, I'd like to know what you plan to do with him.
In light of his assistance in the battle against the Flame Reaver, I am willing to grant him some time to find a way to remove the core flame. However, if Anaxa decides to make any move that places us in danger, I will not hesitate to take extreme measures.
Just as I feared.
The Flame Chase journey is the destined path for the Chrysos heirs. Yet he now seems more like an empty shell. Given his strong sense of self-respect, I trust that Anaxagoras will make the right decision.
Still, I can't help but hope for another possibility. Perhaps Anaxa will also overcome his limitations, now that he knows time is limited.
I understand your stance. Let's continue this discussion another time. But now, let's greet our guest. You're here. Does this mean you're ready to take on Orynyx's trial? It seems that this sacred beast is just as indispensable, given their intricate ties to the Titan. Surrendering the core flame is a Chrysos heir's duty. Your selfless assistance is deep. However, from that point onward, your fate will be forever intertwined with ours, never to be separated again, until the end of Genesis. On the contrary, you are the only one who It's exceedingly rare to find a case. There are still many priests of Yanisopolis and their descendants in the city. If I'm left with no... It looks like you know that... Memories that exist out...
I can't explain why.
Since you've made your decision, it is difficult for me, as the guide, to absolve myself from blame for things to have progressed to this point. When the dust settles, I hope that we'll have the chance to have a long...
Miss, Previously, I lent her, although personal properties, it just contains an allegory. It swallowed the print, overwhelmed by grief. The author of this book is Archepia. Among the things while flipping through these, it was as if... That's right. Despite having forget it.
Have you heard? Seems like I'd love to go in and take a look.
That's right. Oh, partner, you're back just in time. This is something that the both of you should probably know. Good news. Some background information for you. This is the most important social... Every 5 to 10 years, the Council of Elders organizes a citizens' assembly at Dawncloud. During the assembly, the representatives will vote on major issues, such as whether the Chrysos heirs led by Aglaia should still hold the right to govern the Holy City, and whether the Titan's conquest should continue. That is correct. We can refer to them. The Citizens' Assembly is just around the corner. But this time, there seems to be a new variable to the situation.
Me?
I'm afraid that the Council of Elders might want to take advantage. Aglaya will surely take back Cersei's core flame. But with Anaxa's current condition, he has always been someone that is only concerned about his own research. Anaxa has never... As I believe in his character... Allow me to apologize. Go and rest. Oh, right.
Memmy.
Esteemed one, Orynyx's vacant totem. If you have already made your preparations to become a pillar of Amphorius, please.
Little Grey, your resolves cannot be questioned. We praise your pure selflessness and courage. Get ready to assume... the divine position. We can feel the space of the trial closing. As there isn't much of their soul left, we'll have to complete the ceremony before their soul... The 8th core flame coveted by the miracle. That once it shall now be returned by the 2 elected heroes of the Chrysos heirs. A traveler who is upright. Both of you, please, come. Recite along with us. O Majesty of the 12 Titans, pillars of the... We seek your divinity. Fill our bodies with... These are just words meant to make the prayer seem more solemn. Please, focus. And surrender the core. Orynyx, their soul...
Perhaps they're also quietly waiting for the arrival of their successor. The last time I heard this, things didn't turn out that well.
Don't worry, Aglaya. She's tougher than I am, right?
sky. Let us pray that the Titan acknowledges your worthiness.
Although she loves cracking jokes at inopportune times, her determination is as strong as the Chrysos heirs. She will definitely succeed. While she's away, I would like to have a chat with you, Aglaya.
Speak. I'm listening.
Oh.
Slap, wake up! How is it? How do you feel? That's right! Look! I don't know what happened, but I'm able to talk! Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. I have such a cute voice! Also, listen. The words of the Titan are becoming clearer.
Mother, it hurts.
Oryx. Oh, how heartbreaking. Ever since we are going to...
Memories. Broken. Mother. Where? You. It's you. I remember you. Skyfather. Mother is calling for you. Skyfather. Mother is no longer responding. Something important.
Oryx, listen, aren't you tired? There's no need for you to bear this any longer, Oryx. From today onwards, someone else will bear time on your behalf. This is why we have come.
Freedom. Freedom. I want freedom.
Oh, poor child. Everything will be fine. Let us help you. You can have a good rest now.
You have potential, strength, willpower, powerful, and just
lacking some.
What you lack
Future?
Traveler from the sky. You should have dissipated already. The gaze from Sky Father. Stabilize your form. Because from the moment you crossed the sky, your life was cast away. Right now, you are simply a collection of walking memories.
What? How is that possible?
The space is collapsing. Someone must, if the pillar is Emphorius. Time never compromises, never bears grudges, never forgives, never a child of humanity. Time,
Orynyx's divinity.
Pathstrider of remembrance. My strength. I shall entrust the fate of the gold and find, even if that means you'll have to challenge that. Hand of shadow, clasped with unyielding fingers.
That reference.
Hey, I heard you two talking about Thanatos. Cass is all she has left the vortex. Oh, right. There's something that I have to tell you. The Chrysosairs already know everything that has happened to you. I was too worried, so I told them everything. Please don't hate me, okay? Miss, I'm right here. Please stay there.
เคยเดินแบบคนเดียว
Just as I expected. Back at the Grove, I was puzzled as to why you were not affected by my curse. I'm sorry. I should have noticed that something... Miss, if my abrupt behavior just now offended you, I hope that you... I'm just thinking...
Cass! Did you find anything?
My apologies. Not as of yet. Perhaps I have overestimated my capabilities. But, Miss, I have... I seem to have caught a glimpse of something. Your soul is currently roaming someplace, but perhaps it might not be a bad thing. If your soul is still wandering around, it means that we still have time. Clues. The connection has been severed. With my strength. It was me. I was a little too hasty. Don't worry, miss. Although we currently have no leads, I will do my best to I am furious. Lady Aglaya and Lord Finon are currently discussing some matters in the paths. They're worried about you too. If possible, please go there, and also, please...
More species are disappearing.
They're here.
That partner! Hyacinth said you definitely wake up. How do you feel? That's the medical prowess of the
You've completed the trial of time. And, however, I never expected that. Two people who have cheated death.
That's what we have been talking about. Mighty has been in Akima for such a long time, but has no one thought to study his
Many have had this idea, but so far, there have been no results. If it were nevertheless, now is not the time for us to give up. Cypher, I'll try and get her to return to Akima, but do be It is my duty, but before that, just...
What's wrong, Aglaya?
Omens, or it's Anaxagoras. He has initiated
In the end, it has still come down to this.
I earnestly hope that your assessment of him is accurate, Finan. Otherwise, the efforts of my teacher and I of the past millennium might be reduced to dust because of that great performer.
I'm back here again. I remember this dream. This realm is covered in a silk-like fog, and the land is barren and harsh. The crowd of travelers leaves tracks everywhere.
Hey! Excuse me! What is this place?
The mutters of the traveler are in a language I'm unable to comprehend. Or perhaps they're just distracted and ignored my question.
Tell me, which Titan reigns over this land? And how do I find them?
Hand of Shadow then. Could this possibly be the Netherrealm?
Not...
Then where is this? River of Souls?
The Netherrealm. Nothing but an illusion. Titan, listen.
What?
Expected. Ultimately, it seems like the Titan's core flame is incompatible with a mortal body.
How much longer can my consciousness remain in the mortal realm?
In my estimation, at best, you'll see 15 more entry hours.
15 days and nights.
What is it? Are you finally starting to become attached to the mortal world now?
On the contrary, 15 days feels a little too long for solving a singular problem. Stop giggling.
Let me ask you what...
What betrayal is there to speak of when I was never loyal?
What about that white-haired student of yours? Acting so...
There will be a price to pay for blind faith. This is also a lesson for Finan.
You truly are a strict teacher.
Of course. This is how I've always been.
Cái đòn tối
Sorry to keep you waiting. It's been a while, Lord Exagoras. I greet you on behalf of all the citizens of Arkham.
It's you.
By carefully into lantern above, I have come as a testament.
There are anti-Catherans here? They have been a rare...
I extend to you my... I am Lycurgus, though you may call me Lygus, holding an honorary position within the Council of... You know about us. We anti-Catherans perceive the world through the amplitude, and just as I am conscious that Lady Aglaya is secretly listening in on our private meeting from afar, if necessary, Lord.
The demigod should know better, for such is her station. Spare those poor threats, and just let her listen to my words. They shall...
May I interpret this?
I need not any plan, because she can do nothing other than petty espionage. As the Citizens' Assembly approaches, and with Orynyx's fall, any attempt to while I, Anaxagoras, serving as the Grove's special envoy to Akima's... Let's forego the formality of a...
She's been waiting. Is there...
Nothing, really. It's just...
Are you suggesting that Carefully may not have truly passed?
Yes. For dying implies an ongoing process, in contrast to more... Perhaps the gods in their arrogance...
Could you...
Circe's.
Oh.
Is that... Because I completely... Please, Professor.
Children of humanity have indeed...
Welcome to Dawn Cloud. The atmosphere here carries a greater sense of only esteemed beings grace this place. And among them, I've received priests, scholars, warriors, and... now, we even have the honor to be in the presence of a Titan.
Once deemed a blasphemer, now a surrogate for revered divinity. The honor should rightfully be mine.
I'll notify Kindness and the others of your arrival. Kindly, in the meanwhile, you are welcome to explore the vicinity, but...
I'm well aware of Kindness's methods. There's no...
As you wish.
Alas, I had hoped for a
Save your concerns.
Now that I look...
Off you go. I won't. This Titan appears to be quite at ease.
Be aware. I can hear you perfectly well from here.
Professor Anaxa! Professor Anaxa?
You could say it's the Fates toying with.
It's only the Krymnoans and Idonians who chase glory through death. But, so, are you here to report the—
Tell me,
Once Kindness and her followers learned of Cersei's and Orynyx's fall, they proclaimed and yet, when the Crown Prince is—
No surprises there, those shifty op. Shouldn't you be searching for murals of yourself?
I was really curious to see how you would find, but it seems as though this Kindness is much more ruthless than Aglaya. If so, why do you want to work with her?
I'm afraid you'll be sorely disappointed.
Even blasphemous. Anaxagoras. I thought that you had—
As Kefali's priest, are you not aware of the decorum of respecting the dead?
Surely you jest. You blasphemous heretics are not Let me remind you that you're currently in Dawncloud, so you'd better keep your deranged language to yourself.
I'm not sure whether I should laugh or cry right now. I can't believe that a follower such as you could have been made by a creation titan. As I see it, a dead titan can't provide you with this level of confidence.
You. Seeing how fond of you Elder Kindness is...
Seeing as we were able to hear of this matter from the...
Oh my, what a thrilling confrontation.
Are you praising or
Praising him, of course, as a believer of the god of deliverance.
Didn't you hear me? I asked you to leave. Go as far away from here.
I've had enough of this. Could the 15th entry hour arrive any faster?
Oh, my.
Every plant, every tendril, no, even every leaf could be the embodiment of Cersei.
As a result,
This mural is quite absurd.
I really can't tell whether you are praising or demeaning yourself. Now I'm...
Of course I find such stylistic devices interesting. For all we know, this could...
I, for one, am not willing to admit that I could look this ugly.
Was this the reason why you failed in your attempt?
Since you are aware of this...
From my perspective, this point alone was enough to separate...
How do two lunatics coexist in the same brain?
Therefore, it seems that your... What, then, is the intent...
The entire plan is stored in my memory. So why don't you look there?
Then don't... 1-year-old. Oh my. Even a member of the preeminent Seven Sages must hug his Dromastal to sleep? How interesting.
That's enough.
How unusual. Your soul is actually...
Since our days are both numbered, this is a present that my sister gave to me. It's a doll that was made to look like our family pet.
So there are other members in your family, eh? Are they also living in Akama?
Don't you just love to pick through my brain? Go on, continue flipping through my memories. It won't take long. You'll discover the answer when you reach the memories of when I was 5.
Oh, the Black Tide.
When I was young, I couldn't accept this outcome either. Georios, Aquila, Kefali.
This...
Indeed it was.
Oh, I remember that person.
Not only that, He also believed that life, as well as since all living things stemmed from the same origin, why could
Anax?
match the deceased from Thanatos equivalent exchange?
Oh, let it go, Anaxa. Never do something taboo ever again. Don't disappoint the deceased, and never harm your...
Since you're right, teacher.
I am sincerely glad...
I wished...
Continue the research.
No, teacher. I may have lost an eye. I have grasped the truth with...
Who would have thought? However, this story doesn't...
The answer lies within the tale. If even you cannot understand it, perhaps you should relinquish the divinity of reason. My story ends here. Now it's time for you to tell.
Unfortunately.
Message from Lord Lygus.
Carefully. If you truly have not met...
I didn't expect you to agree to Lady Kindness's invitation. What a wonderful turn of events. To tell you the truth, there are many people who hold grudges.
Isn't that the Dromas draped in finery?
Avoid his gaze. I don't acquaint myself with blasphemers.
Don't worry. He's too full of pride to pay us any attention.
A student of Empedocles? I hear that his views run counter to the Venerationists.
This is what being a scholar is about. A collision of ideas only occurs when there are differences in beliefs, and it is such collisions that lead to progress.
Yet in...
Lord Lygus and Lady Kindness are just ahead. I'll take my leave for now.
Welcome to the demigod.
Lord Anaxagoras, I've heard so much about you. Head of the Nusporists of the Grove of Epiphany, notorious blasphemer, a Chrysos heir who bears Circe's core flame, a survivor of the... Did I miss anything?
Since Lady Kindness is already well acquainted with me, I won't waste... But then again, perhaps the customs are different here. Back in my hometown, there is a form of etiquette. And yet, ever since I arrived, I have not been welcomed with warm courtesy or ceremonial gifts. Instead, perhaps you intend to cut open my heart, retrieve the...
Everyone, stand.
Thank you for understanding. I am but a feeble scholar who is not used to the stench of avarice and blood.
No need to be humble, my lord. From my perspective, you...
So...
Well, since the Chrysos heirs are calling for war... As to your question of whether peace is still a viable option, and since you, as a Chrysos heir...
What brazen arrogance.
I don't deny it. After all, they're responsible for cleaning up any threats, and just a moment ago, you were on the side of the Chrysos heirs. But now that you're an ally, I was fortunate enough to have the opportunity to discuss a treatise about the Venerationists with your teacher, Empedocles. Yet, it seems you subscribe to the Nusporists instead, Lord Anaxa. I've heard that this school of thought is one with many detractors.
It's normal.
Welcome back to the hub of the Demigod Council, Lord Anaxagoras. Surely you remember that countless eloquent orators have stood in this spot before and emerged victorious by stoking public sentiment with their words. And yet there have also been this time. May the both of us carry out.
Oh my, 15 days and nights. That aligns perfectly.
Using death to prove myself fits my intention.
What strong conviction you have.
As expected, she misunderstands you.
That's enough, Lady Kindness. Dispense with the niceties. I only accepted your invitation so that I can serve the commoners alongside the members of the Council of Elders. Don't test my patience with such superfluous formalities.
Well, you say that now, but surely you also require my aid as well, so that you can stay alive even when being pursued by the Golden Thread?
You worry too much. She won't show...
Even someone like me can tell that only a sliver of her humanity remains.
As you're no doubt aware, Aglaya covets the core flame that I possess, which makes it the bargaining chip that allows me and the rest of you to negotiate with her. You're well aware how valuable Cersei's core flame will be in the era Chrysia that you are Talk is cheap.
I understand. After all, this battle of wits is just a means for each party to acquire what they need. As long as your request is reasonable, the Council of Elders let us decide how much we can secure for ourselves and how much... Continuing from the... She is the second most experienced Chrysos heir across the whole of... Admittedly, there is ample reason for her to take your life. Yet your previous reasoning is quite sound. As a seasoned political animal, it's unclear whether she will actually cross that irreversible boundary. Moreover, she still needs you alive so that the Titan's trial can be completed. Is there anyone present who can swear by the sacred vow of Kefali and guarantee that you weren't in league with that woman before coming here?
I believe you're aware of Castorus the Executioner. Long before I returned to Akama, Aglaya had already dispatched her to monitor. As compared to a comprehensive plan with uncertain results, if you decide to cut open my...
At the very least, the both of us agree that this tyrant who wallows in extravagance and greed is the greatest threat to achieving peace in Akama. However, I regret to tell me, what are you...
Although the circumstances are rather unfortunate, the Council of Elders needs more backing if it wishes to topple Aglaya. And it's evident that the Academy wields considerable influence. At the very least, I have served as the Grove's special envoy to Akama for a significant...
In the name of Kefali, Akama, at this stage, the Council of Elders has vowed to all citizens...
Surely you jest. My loyalty does not need to be proven. The fact that the Council of Elders is asking for proof of my loyalty is itself akin to a
I am incredibly honored to have witnessed the both of you bury the hatchet in a civilized manner. As the Theoros, I have observed the following. Lady Aglaya, the Goldweaver, is currently on her way.
Oh.
Feeling dissatisfied, Lady Kindness? Despite the Council of Elders' lofty residence on Dawncloud, it must still tolerate the whims of the Chrysos heir.
So you were holding back just now. So tell me, Anaxagoras, now that you're an ally of mine, if Aglaya were to...
You can do as she says. Tell her that the Council of Elders merely wish to chat with... However, by doing so, the authority of the Council of Elders will be as thin as papyrus that has been soaked in blood. Not only can it be destroyed... No. More like two core... At the next Citizens' Assembly, that young lady who is synonymous with death will also...
Oh?
Is that of importance to you? If Aglaya can seize me in full view of the masses today, she could also dismiss the entire Council of Elders in one fell swoop tomorrow. If that happens, the discussion that we've just had will turn into an... Is this the outcome that you would...
Fine. But you do best to remember this. Fool the people and karma will be on your tail. I'll overlook it this time. Unless, of course, you crave cruel punishment.
Well, what do you know? That happens.
I've got to say that you've managed to...
Dying to know what I'm after.
I mean, I'm the reason Titan after all. It is in me to...
Easy there. You'll learn the... I didn't bring it up with her, purely because she doesn't have the means to give me what I truly want. The true masters of Dawncloud have always been the Theoros, who watches...
An expected visit. You know, you could actually skip all the pointless debate and come straight to me to seek an... I have no reason to refuse.
You may not, but Kindness has. Whoever gets hold of Kefali's core flame will get to... She's wary of me, so naturally I had to gain her trust.
In my view, this individual has gone to great lengths. Are you still willing to let him pass?
Oh, a bygone myth tells of an occasion where Kefali once answered their followers' questions on the peak of the Holy Mountain. Their followers have since believed that scaling this Titan cliff is one way of being with the god.
Hear that? It's not every day that you get to climb a mountain with Circes. You should sing me a hymn of praise.
Titan hymns are beyond me.
Go on ahead. Take this Yanis shortcut, and the long pilgrimage stairway will be waiting for you.
I have to admit.
Because I know very well what it is you are after. I believe Kefali will not putting a it is my hope that you bring him.
Honestly, this is my
What a splendid view. Is it?
Well, I don't see... And even though I've come this far...
I must be getting...
Oh? Haven't you been in my head for some... All right, we're just a short hike away.
So the intellectual debate from earlier was too draining for you, huh? If Amphorius gets...
Save your concern.
The Titan is in sight.
Why? I know how far I can go.
Fine then. I guess I won't say any more.
Wait. Hey.
Huh?
Do we even get to...
Oh? Why didn't you bring your favorite spear with you on this trip, Nias?
Nias?
Huh. It's unfortunate. The Black Tide destroyed every last inch of my calyx.
How could that be? Even a creation of Georios from their prime...
Hey, Circes.
Nias? No.
I just saw him. Nias.
No. I have no...
This is a departed spirit.
Enough about me. Did Kaos ever reply to you?
Well...
Seems like the price of becoming a demigod.
Kaos. I've never heard of this person.
Look on the bright side, Nias. Since we've come...
Let's just hope we mean as much as the...
Hey! Are you...
Yes. It's still you and Nias, but...
Kaos?
Never mind. The souls...
What? But...
Beats me. Let's just keep going.
Know your limits. Wander too far among the dead.
I'm fine. If this is indeed as I thought, then this will be
very amused. So...
Of course, if I knew we had to...
I guess this also counts as one aspect of the world-bearing burden.
Keep your sarcasm to yourself. I would sooner throw my... I am Calypso of the Eminent Seven Sages, after all.
Calypso? No, she can't be. I would know... Hey, Cersei's. Daggone. Doesn't matter. I can do this myself.
Oh, beautiful old world. Where are you now? Oh, legendary era Chrysia, return to the mortal realm. Splendid gods once walked the paths we walk. Alas, all that...
Very well then. So... This... I can hear it. I hear it from the depths this time.
Since we've come this far...
Lord Nias and Miss Calypso, are you both...
Yes, and we've...
Regrettably, he hasn't answered. The worst-case scenario is that he's already been...
You're overthinking, Lord Nias. I can still... And besides, we both know Gauss's nature. A deliverer like him wouldn't fall...
That reminds me.
Oh, my sister needs more time to make sure the flowers are fine.
Such a pity. Both of you have hearts kinder than anyone else. Yet you are both...
Everything that I see and what may seem like a mundane conversation, the conjecture has taken shape and must now be solidified into a theorem. Next, I only need to seek But no, I will, because another one of my conjectures, fusing a mortal soul with that of a titan to replace said...
What are you think? Is that so? I stood at this Don't read too much into it. I mean, can mortals even hope to reach Aquila's realm? They're a strict and draconian. You get what I'm saying. But there will always be people who drew. It's just... Yeah. In any case... Have you forgotten that you're talking to the Really now? This is... or you could sit back and watch. I'm kidding, Danny.
Time to mix things up.
Wilt here.
My friends, indulge yourselves!
Embrace a new life.
Meaning.
Return to dust.
Anyway, never mind. This is new. I didn't know Professor Anaxa was researching this guy. Might is an understatement. Yet, it is... Oh? Let me have a look. By the looks of them, these scrolls... Sure, go ahead. The Grove of Epiphany. As the sage, if we were to place the 7 sages on the scales of Talanton, Anaxa and Euthyphro would be placed on opposite sides to achieve. Anaxa often, perhaps to him, the crash of the sky ship carries a different interpretation. The firmament is not impenetrable. On the contrary, it was precisely because the sky ship represented the first step toward breaking free from the shackles of the earth that it provoked the wrath of the Sky Titan and brought divine punishment upon itself. It's a shame that the majority of the Grove's research on Aquila was headed by the Venerationists, with sacrificial rituals making up a predominant part of their findings. Discourse about more esoteric subject matters in relation to Aquila dwindled even further after the skyship incident. So much so that even this scroll is completely new to me. That's what I'd like to know. What are these experiments he's involved in? Even I, the assistant lecturer, know next to nothing about them. I have a bad feeling about this. Could there be more to what happened at the Grove?
U-I-A.
This is the Library of Philia, a place where the Grove stores its collection of tomes. Other than books written by the 7 schools, you can also find philosophical texts, ballads, and religious writings from the Outlands here. Cities that desire to learn from the Grove. We've had more than our fair share of hilarious episodes over the years. For instance, it's said that the Erythrocaramists once borrowed a manuscript from a certain author, but... Nice? No need to hold yourself back, Danny. You can just... Whew. You've got me there. Some said you couldn't even find a dictionary in Castrum Kremnos. There are 2... I can Why else would they call are the Titans truly an act? They marched him straight to the so what he took on in the first allegation was Anaxa would have probably needless to say, you claim to be stud. Anaxa always wears an eye patch, never removing it, even when alone. Some say he used one of his eyes as an alchemical ingredient. Every being in the world owes their safekeeping to Kifili, and this is even more so for the Chrysos heirs who have divine blood coursing through them. If he had, thankfully, they one by one. It was only after a brief silence. Yes, by the way, this stack of complaint letters has reminded me of a place in the Grove. We may find clues there that aren't on the teleslate. I'm talking about Anax's alchemy lab, hidden between the cornerstones. It's a well-kept... Even the administrators with the Grove in this state? This is the place, but materials for No, not even... Huh? That... What's go... Danny? My biggest fear... Anaxa was Yes, this is... Do you That's right. Put yourself in his... Exactly. When the Black Tide came, the true... No. The manuscripts detailing all the alchemical formulae have been taken away. His research is still ongoing. Like What? There's only one Titan left in the world now. No. He's after Kefali.
Sir, this...
Of course not. The day-night cycle has been lost, much like how the sky above the Holy City is also illuminated by Kefali's dawn device.
So, the skies of Akama are fake too.
You mustn't conclude that, Anaxa. Often people know more.
And they're just we have already realized
so much time. Why? As a sage, but above all else.
But I can't...
You're right. Go. Find out what we are. Become...
Child, you didn't go to such lengths.
As if I were as foolish as a Dromus. Perhaps I'd throw myself down and prostrate before their greatness, begging for the gods' prophetic wisdom.
Before such...
I'm sure you're familiar with the story. They call me a blasphemer, Circes. But that doesn't mean as I see it. Titan.
Oh? If power that rivals the Titans is what you crave, why not conform to the prophecy and brave the trial?
Why stop? The source of life is what I wish to grasp. To one, thanks to you, I've had the chance to personally verify, in more ways than one, that the soul indeed ceases. How then is a soul born?
And by the sound of it...
No. I have already drawn a conclusion. In my journey...
Professor Anaxa. I'm here. Her life hangs...
Of course. I'll bring the... However, in accordance with the...
As you wish.
Don't you care to know what the price...
It's a matter of uncovering the truth about the death. This may be the only time.
I see.
Indulge me. Am I correct to say that you...
Before I begin, I must confess, as unrelated as these two propositions may seem at first glance, they are in fact logical equivalents. The reason I say this is, as I've mentioned...
Anaxa?
Yes. I am but a living dead man now. That's not all. Remember how I said you were a part of that conversation too, Circes?
And I've told you that I have no recollection of such an event. That was likely just an illusion conjured up by the mind of a dying man.
Of course, because that wasn't you.
Calypso?
Huh? Oh, that's the name I made up on a whim when speaking to this girl. How? And surely you jest. Don't you think I, of all people, would know if that were the name of one of the 7 sages under the shade of my tree?
It seems you've lost even the memories seared into your soul. Use your head, Circes. Since all of this took place in the realm of the dead, the living cannot step foot into that world. So who could they be? The answer is evident. Those fallen heroes are the mortal incarnations of the Titans before their ascensions to godhood. The gods aren't... Does this answer disappoint?
Yes, because you've answered...
Even on the off chance that you speak the truth...
I knew you, but it matters not. I know what I'm doing.
You...
Humans cannot return from the dead, but all we need to do is look at this from a... If I'm reborn as Kefali, I can rebuild the world and all within it as they once did.
I have news from Hyacinth and Dan Heng.
Kefali? But what could it...
That is not possible. He is indeed the great performer. No need for guilt, for this is good news to us. The Council of Elders has found themselves a traitorous ally. What we should be doing now is to keep our eye being Akima's political center. Till then...
preposterous! The Christos heirs only have their standing because of the...
It's been a while. What is that supposed to mean? Is this really the sort of person that the young lord...
It has indeed been some time, Lord Krateros.
Shh! Keep it down. Be more vigilant. See those duplicitous dogs? I've already ordered my people to hold them back, but we should still lay low.
My bad.
Did you hear thunderclaps last? Thunderclaps are beacon signals of strife. They are a message from the young lord. He threw a spear bearing several words at Akama.
Watch out. The Flame Reaver is back.
I guessed as much. We didn't actually kill them back at the Kremnos Arena.
I figured this is something you would want to know. We Kremnoans...
You have my gratitude.
Remind her to be on her toes while you're at it. That vicious kindness has been unusual. Those lackeys she keeps under cover.
That's... We should...
By Catholic into Lenten above, as the Theoros, I have
Aglaya!
I know about the poisonous fangs of that king snake through the golden threads. In the past,
What?
It is no longer about eloquence or arguments. I have been a demigod for far too long. This has come a lot sooner than I expected. But...
Yes, this is my duty.
It is far easier for the Council of Elders to fool many than just fool. There is no glory in winning this debate. But that makes having respect for humans so much more priceless. Finan, you are a Chrysos heir without flaw.
I appreciate what you've taught me, Aglaya.
Oh, you've done well, Lord Calictus. Let me take over and personally close this debate for today. Dearest counselors, let it be known that I sorely miss the blissful times portrayed in lyrical poems. Back then, Amphorius was home to nearly 1,000. Yet, in the present, people from all over are forced to leave their homeland to seek refuge in the holy city, where they hope to rest under Kephali's protection. All of us, we didn't have a choice in the past, but now, the Council of Elders brings to the table a new possibility. Would you rather strive toward the unheard of Era Nova, or return to the prosperous Era Chrysia of our past? Now, which of the two would lead mortals to it?
We all know that Era Chrysia is a thing of the past, Lady Kynus. Please, enlighten me. How does...
Let the three Titans of Calamity be born, and Era Chrysia is nevermore. But bring demise to those Titans, and Era Chrysia... Know that the Council of Elders is never one to make empty promises. Look at who we have on our side. Anaxagoras, one of the Grove's 7 sages, and Castorus, Idonia's goddess of death. With the help of these two heroes, I can...
Aren't they Chrysos heirs?
It's clear from the start that these heroes do not get along well in their group. All the more proof that Aglaya is unfit to speak on behalf of every Chrysos.
Castorus? Why are you...
You finally arrived, Nax.
Don't worry, Aglaya. Well, tell me, dear if we successfully retrieve and return Thanatos' core flame without...
The answer is simple. We will have a chance to...
He's one of the 7 sages.
Your proposal is much too idealistic. As long as the Black Tide...
Remember what I previously said? Kephali's core flame is guarded by the secret power of the Council of Elders. Tell me, dear citizens, have any of you ever seen...
If we eliminate death, Citizens, let's loudly sing.
After the destruction of the 3 Titans of Calamity.
Yes!
This is bad.
Anaxa, pray tell. Everything that you've mentioned hinges on—
Thank you, Lady Aglaya, for still caring for Castorus, Idonia's—
With that, thereafter, if...
With the balance shattered, the result is clear. Akama has chosen her destiny.
Aglaya, dear Aglaya. What has come?
Wag your tongue as much as you like. Since the flame chase journey has been preordained by the prophecy, our— Well, it seems that when I sent you to look for Anaxa,
My apologies, In actuality, a past...
The reason I say this is as I've mentioned earlier.
Anaxa?
Yes, I am...
Have you heard of this tale? A tale about the ocean. It was a seaside town which enjoyed the... Until one day, it barged into the... Queen assembled 3... It was then that the princess was reborn. The queen was overjoyed, blissfully unaware that the evil dragon's soul still lurked within the princess. Worse still, the terrifying death had consumed all. Thereafter, our hometown fell...
Until? Oh, my... It seems that you still like to whet people's appetites. So, according to your story, this is... And yet, what?
A miracle that I created with alchemy. As for what it is...
Oh, my goodness. Is this...
Quiet, Titan. Continue to enjoy this splendid play.
Dragon, huh?
In that case...
I think that this so-called alchemy...
Indeed. Before I left home to pursue my education, I never even knew that any...
Therefore, we can...
A fable, you say?
I guess it might be the...
Oh? I thought the moral might be closer to something... What?
No. I merely realized that we're both...
Indeed. As expected of...
You flatter me.
Of course. What
if I imparted my knowledge of the art, would you...
What? What kind of strange question is this?
Oh?
Death is inevitable. If such might, after all, you... My time is fine.
You shall wither. And through it is a pity that fate...
Is there no other way of interpreting?
I'm afraid that the meaning is clear. Between my sister... I'm afraid that the prophecy might even have selected a pair... My sister is prepared to sacrifice. How absurd. What should we do?
Since Chaos is willing to guide all of us and leave this...
That's right. Don't allow the fog
Bắn rồi.
Trial, prophecy,
Bắn rồi.
the topics that we're discussing. But these 3 people...
Emphorius' history. I have long held 3 hypotheses about this.
Ủa, có phun đéo cô rồi. May đã đá một cô rồi.
Lực bắt nào? Anh đang bật khó vào việc. Anh ơi, chỉ nổ muộn.
And this warrior,
Anh nổ muộn nên là cô
I seem to have met him somewhere before.
Regarding this matter, Nias...
Sao lại 9 hit nhanh? 27k xuống thành 9k.
Looks like you have made up your mind.
Yes.
Em luôn lệch nhân vật. Ít sáng nha, luôn rồi.
Please, young...
I do not understand.
Because this is our destiny. The power
lệch
that
lệch nhân
resides
vật
within
lệch
me
tầm
is so intense
140 mà
A
của
valorous
40
birth.
không sao cả, em vẫn còn 32 ca đá.
Let's chat, young lady, since there's still time.
À em còn 50 ca đá mà.
The embodiment
Đã
of an
sầm mất
endorsed
tầm khoảng
divinity. He
20 ca đá đấy.
entrusted his
Có
life
20 em
to
có 20
us
ca luôn.
and allowed humankind.
20 ca đợt chị bi nổ sớm
Looks
bị
like
trả
one
giá.
hypothesis of mine has already been proven true. If so,
Nhiều vũ khí mẹ thấy từ đầu chưa hết rồi, em chưa được lạnh vũ khí.
if this is true, as long as we can find
Chưa được lạnh
out.
luôn thì nó
Chưa đến đổ
hẳn
sớm luôn.
Before that,
Đổ sớm hay chưa đổ đôi mẹ. Thứ nhất thì
ăn vũ khí mà ăn vũ khí em chưa được lạnh luôn, mẹ chơi từ 1 chấm đến giờ.
Honor,
Thế
courage,
khỏe hơn.
tenacity, sacrifice,
And
affection.
Cheer up, young lady.
all fair. Although only a
To be honest, I'm just enjoying what remains of my life to the fullest.
enjoying.
Indeed, and now I
Vậy,
But when you
vậy đối thủ.
depart, separation and
Vậy đấy. Hãy đổi cái vật Legret đi. Nó lại là Legret khi đôn nhân vật.
let me recount
Hiện
to you a
phải
story
đôn
of mine.
là
Young.
vẫn
The
luôn
first
mãi lì.
time I read the
À không, em
calamity
lệnh là Phú Xuân đấy, em Phú Xuân
played
E2
into
này.
the Lord's grace, do you think that it'd be better if we just died on the roadside like a couple of stray
Sao phải lệnh ra và lao
Hiện
luôn.
rồi, nhưng mà on banner thôi. Thì đấy mới lệch được.
To my surprise, he shrugged his shoulders and sighed.
Now please go away and.
Are you trying to say?
That's
Ra
exactly
lu cái
therefore,
nơi em muốn
young.
có bờ la lu.
It's time for me to knock when that moment finally.
Em muốn bờ la lu cơ để em kêu mai photo. Hiểu chưa?
Are the
Calixia, I'm here.
Ui thằng gì sáu đá này, ô bú.
What?
Ui trời ơi, chưa có đắp được.
interesting?
Is this
Ai đứa nó sao lại gãy người rồi, gãy cánh rồi, gãy đôi người rồi.
now?
Ba hai
It's time for us to fulfill our promises.
Lệch bắn ít nhọ.
Are you afraid? What are you afraid of?
That
You shall wither, and through that, the dead will sprout again. As foretold in the prophecy, and according to our vows,
Lệch với roll tiếp không
once
hay là
it
phải
all
lệch cái tiếp
ends,
tục vào.
we
Tiếp
must
chứ,
face
tiếp
our
chứ.
fated moment head on.
Tiếp chứ phải là Alassa 7 phu 7 các bạn thử giác nữa nhé chứ.
prophesied.
Ta là làm nô lệ
Do
thôi.
we have no say in the matter?
Thêm hai bơ thì phải điên.
Let me do it, sister.
Hai
Let
bơ.
me be death
Bơ nó
sacrifice.
sửa kêu rồi.
I was the one who
Nhưng mà đéo có
wasted
chấn
your
nữa, hai
life
bơ,
after all.
mai hai bơ. Phải có chấn cơ mới hai bơ được. Em không muốn chấn thì không hai bơ được.
I don't think that
Mà chơi hai bơ
was
thì có chơi
just-
full lô.
Just
Tắp
the
tôi lại
opposite.
một thần.
When I finally arrived at this destination and looked back at the journey I took, it was you who sowed the seeds for this sea of flowers. One that is more beautiful than the promised land at the end of the world. Besides, I have lived a fulfilling life. Even though I was fated for sacrifice, none of the...
How could my memories of you ever compare to the actual you?
Well then, tell me. What exactly are we?
I don't know.
I don't know either. But regardless of what the answer is, regardless of how we're shaped by others, or even by this world, ever since we were born, the fact that we existed was predestined, and nothing could erase it. This is why we're twins, after all.
Và cái event thế này, em chọn event trước và như để nâng cấp đấy.
Nó bị giới hạn thời gian đấy ạ. Hôm nay không nhiều sau lại
All right, my dear
Tại vì
Polexia.
event trước rồi. Bởi vì event nó có như lệ nâng cấp yếu.
It's time to, after that, use it to plant.
Rồi, bây giờ em cái map đi. Em làm cái điện thoại nữa đi. Thì áp dụng này.
If I imparted mine, would you?
Death. If such, even now, my answer remains the same. This is why, sister, in the prophesized new world, go now. Return to the eye shall open wide the entrance to the nether realm. Remember, do ask for the price of our...
Everybody, we've come to the end. Unfortunately, I am not compatible with the I'm certain of this now. Before the Titans that we are well just like the flame-chased journey of today. Amphorius's history is cyclical in nature. I believe that
Besides,
in our world.
but the people there worship the good.
Take this.
This is...
Thằng event mà cho đồ vẫn như thế này và làm nhanh hơn thì sẽ là
Think
event
about the
hơn.
story of the dragon.
You still look as
simple. I shall merely admit to the entire world that my experiment was a failure. However, my line of thinking will not fail.
Nó Asa nó 5 tuần ơi. Ghê vậy.
That
Asa
is
7
the
phu
world
rồi
if
năm.
we are to prove
Anh
its
biết.
existence.
I understand.
7 phu ấy, tao nói 7 phu thì 7 phu thì 7 phu à.
Don't get antsy. As a scholar,
Em chỉ làm quả Asa 7 phu 7 tỷ này.
if so.
Asa dùng món Rapa đánh thường, là một đánh thường 2 lần, một quay 2 quay có kia này.
This is but a necessary sacrifice.
Can someone who's dead even...
No, it's just the opposite. It means that I can actually ascend to godhood.
That's...
Lady Quiet, you know that the core flame of death has always been the greatest unknown regard. Professor Anaxa, but I know that honestly, it's difficult for me to assess the Someone must bring the core flame before we can begin negotiations over it. The Titan could be...
Well said. You already had a world without...
If fate Almighty showed me that without taking the first step, all talk of what follows is moot. I
have always hoped Styxia. Go. Castoris.
I hate if Styxia is now an island.
The answer is quite in the myths. Zagreus once made the domain, and if they could do it, I'll see you at Memorial Palace.
Phi phe này, mẹ này phi phe.
Được quá.
Nha, bật mặt. Ra. Cái nào để làm to đúng không? Cái này đâu có thể độ trên mặt nha. Không bị limit. Một cái này ấy, có thêm và nó không bị limit, đúng chưa?
18k thì là nạp 4 củ luôn đi. Có 4 trưng bày cá tính. Cái này là cái này để làm game. Ốp lưng điện thoại à? Không.
Ốp điện thoại đấy là bị ảnh gì không ạ?
Tưởng tặng ở ngoài đời để tặng nhân vật sẵn lồn. Mà tặng cho mỗi nhà khai phá thôi. Chỉ nhà khai phá cầm cái ốp này thôi, mình cắt cái ốp này được.
Cái này là lớn nhất này.
Mà cái này có bao giờ hết đâu?
Đúng nhỉ?
Đúng không? Hết đó, hay là nó hết đợt này là nó mất mẹ này luôn. Thì là nặng mẹ luôn, ta 2 củ đi lấy 2 cục đồ kia nó cũng được. Chơi gì mà.
Chứ cái này không tính à?
Không tính. Kiểu nào nó ít mẹ. Cắt nhường.
Đấy, cái này đúng
không? Các cũng cắt kia đổ cái gì? Cắt kia đổ cái gì? Các bạn đổ cái vật nhá, các bạn vàng cái hơi phế. Đổ được 4 cái à?
Bây giờ nó được 4 luôn. Không phải mua 4 đợt bao đợt bát, 4 phiên bản đừng cái thần. Đúng không? Đấy. Thì bây giờ nhất
mấy cái đầu tiên lời phết này, hai cái mấy cái đụng đổ này, cái chỉ dòng di vật ngon. Ta hết của lấy thế đấy.
Năm mấy đấy, năm hai của năm hết đó.
Ta hai của đến cái chọn đủ cái reset thôi, đến cái reset thôi.
Cái độ sắp
Quá hai củ quá. Mẹ có hai bờ đi. Có hai bờ cộng 5 cái án rất là đẹp.
Này có 300 đúng không? Là có 400. 80 ấy.
Đâu, 90 đấy gì? 90 có 1 triệu đây.
80 đây.
À, có 300 rồi.
300 đúng không?
Tôi nghĩ 300 rồi gì nữa, chị Tuấn.
Đâu, cái này là
329 kìa.
Biết đâu nhảy lên 350 đúng không?
Đây thuế ấy, còn mua ở bên GD Store nó còn rẻ nữa.
Ui, quảng cáo à, what the fuck? Bợ, anh này bợ á.
Còn là mua ở thằng pha Black nó rẻ nữa, Tấn mua bằng thẻ Visa của Tấn sẵn là miễn thuế rồi.
Đấy, thì tối ưu nhất nhá là làm có chủ tư là full đến cái trần luôn. Nghĩ nhiều.
Tấn là gói 4 củ với full hết ai. Và bố luôn thôi full hết ai.
Nếu mà muốn tối ưu thì làm có một tư luôn tấn. Tấn kiểu gì không có thêm.
Is the debate finally over? Did you win? Really? Well, I borrowed a mount only 32. Really?